Connecting the Valley. This is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Let's connect the valley.
Let's do that. Good morning. It's December 3rd. I'm Mary Strong alongside Jerry Steffen. This morning I was driving in. I looked at my temperature outside. It was 49 degrees.
Ooh.
Chilly. For me, that's chilly.
Grab the parka.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not that cold.
You're from Wisconsin,
yeah,
so.
I've got thick skin.
You really do.
I want to go to the tram and have a snowball fight, but that's not going to happen anytime soon as far as precipitation, sorry to say. But we will get some winds. I'll have more on that in the full forecast and a peek into next week. On the way.
Okay, see you in a bit. Thanks, Jerry. Our top story this morning, a 63-year-old La Quinta man died while hiking the Buhoff Trail yesterday. According to Riverside Cal Fire, mountain bikers found Michael Pavlek unconscious around 10 in the morning on Tuesday, roughly 2.5 miles up the La Quinta Cove path. First responders needed aerial assistance to reach him, and Pavlek ultimately died on the trail. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department released Pavlek's identity later the same day. The cause of death has still not been disclosed. A man accused of a DUI crash that killed a La Quinta teen is now facing murder charges. Jose Villegas Orbe of Palm Springs appeared in an Indio courtroom on Tuesday, where his charges were upgraded from manslaughter to murder. Villegas Orbe is accused of driving under the influence and fatally hitting 14-year-old Liam Cantu back in October. What you see here on your screen is community members gathering in support of Cantu's family shortly after the incident. Investigators say the suspect was intoxicated the night of the crash, was allegedly involved in a prior hit and run earlier that night, and was on probation for driving under the influence. Liam's parents tell us the driver was seen purchasing alcohol multiple times throughout the night before the fatal accident happened.
Our son's not here no more, and he based off all the stuff that he did throughout the day, it was gross negligence on his side, and unfortunately, he was gonna kill somebody that day, and unfortunately, it just happened to be our son.
I mean, I'm happy to know that he won't be out, and that this won't happen to another family. You know, that he's going to be off the streets because based off like all the evidence that they brought out at the court, all the stops he made, all the crazy stuff that he did that day, it just brings peace to my heart to know that he's going to be put away and he won't hurt another family.
Riverside County Sheriff's records show Villegas Orbe is being held without bail. He is scheduled to return to court on February 4th, 2026. The South Coast Air Quality Management District is expanding its ability to monitor the Coachella Valley area through a new camera network and series of regional partnerships. The new camera system uses artificial intelligence to track dust emissions and movement in the northwestern region of the valley. The district is combining this with a partnership with UC Riverside to allow for targeted dust mitigation actions to better develop strategies to reduce dust emissions and improve regional air quality. You can learn more about the partnership at the website you see right here on your screen. Well, if you're in the market for a job, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is holding its Career Expo this Friday, aiming to fill positions across multiple departments. It gets started at 2 in the afternoon on December 5th at the resort's Special Events Center. Hiring managers will conduct on-site interviews and extend job offers the same day, so be ready to impress. Riverside County has received new funding to continue prosecuting DUI cases, a grant they say has helped secure convictions for more than a decade. The announcement was made just days after a man was charged with murder for killing 14-year-old Liam Cantu while driving under the influence. Experts, however, say the state's weak laws may be to blame for these tragic accidents. Orlando Campos joins us live in studio with more on that. Alondra.
That's right, Mary. Riverside County has relied on this DUI prosecution grant for 14 years, using it to hold impaired drivers accountable, ensuring consistency and transparency throughout the prosecution process. The nearly $1 million grant to the Riverside County District Attorney's Office funds a vertical prosecution team of 4 deputy district attorneys dedicated to handling driving under the influence of drugs cases. This team manages cases from arrest through prosecution. Now, since the Office of Traffic Safety expanded its grant funding to include county-wide DUI cases back in 2014, county officials say the conviction rates of DUI drivers in Riverside County has more than doubled. Now, according to the latest information, Riverside County ranks 44th out of 58 counties in the state for alcohol-involved accidents, placing them near the bottom of the list. In 2022, nearly 1,950 county residents were injured or killed in a DUI-related crash. And between 2015 to 2019, Riverside County had 5,494 DUI convictions, and of those, more than 9% were convictions for driving under the influence of drugs. Now, data shows that DUI arrests, however, have declined within our county. Between 2016 to 2020, the county went from 8,318 DUI arrests to 5,438, an 18% decline. Although county officials attribute the grant for the convictions they have successfully made, experts say the state's laws themselves are too weak to deter repeat offenders. And that's a concern many are feeling more strongly after the recent death of 14-year-old Liam Cantu, who was riding his bike home before he was struck by a drunk driver and was then charged with murder, along with the case of Silvercrest CEO William Rodriguez, who was arrested earlier this year and accused of driving under the influence and hitting a woman riding her scooter in Palm Springs, who died moments later. Now, later in our newscast, we'll break down exactly how California's DUI laws are implemented and what a new Cal Matters investigation reveals about the so-called leniency the state has on repeat DUI offenders. Stay tuned for those details. Live in studio, I'm Alondra Campos. Back to you.
Alondra, thanks so much for that update. Here's a live look now from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. Jerry's in the Weather Center on a very chilly morning with our forecast for today. Jerry?
Well, we're looking at clear skies over the valley. We have a few changes today to tell you about. 53 degrees right now, winds under 10 miles an hour at the airport, 42% relative humidity. That'll be down to the teens. A very dry day expected this afternoon. 52 degrees at Yucca Valley under clear skies, 49, 29 Palms, 57 Desert Hot Springs, 57 also at Indio, 40s, upper 40s around Banning, Beaumont, and Cabazon. Winds not a problem yet, but they will be out of the northeast and pick up a little later on this morning into the afternoon hours. Strongest winds right now, gusts of 17 miles an hour Yucca Valley, and the Santa Ana winds will affect some of us a little later on today. Trough of low pressure moving through the area. No rain for us in the valley according to the latest GFS forecast. Maybe some sprinkles along the San Diego coastline this morning. That's about it. And the ensemble forecast says, yeah, nothing at all in Southern California. But dew points fall to around 20 degrees today. And like I said, relative humidity in the teens. Here's some of the highs we can expect. Close to normal stuff. 73 degrees in Palm Springs, 74, Palm Desert, Indio, and Cathedral City, 75 at La Quinta, 69 at Desert Hot Springs. Tomorrow, yeah, low 70s, a little chillier in some areas. Could see some upper 60s, but for the most part, low 70s. And we'll see some sunshine, but with clouds moving in and out of the area. About the same for Friday. After that, we do have some changes coming up. Also, we'll look at the winds a little closer, what we can expect later today, and a peek into next week, all coming up.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Well, yesterday was Giving Tuesday, and one local nonprofit that specializes in grief says Giving Tuesday means more than just financial donations. They say it can be as simple as giving your time to sit and listen to someone. Our NBC Palm Springs' Brett Rosen has that story for us.
Silence. That's all you could hear in room 602 at Kennedy Elementary. That and the occasional marker. Several students ranging from 7 to 11 years old were at a grief support group hosted by the nonprofit Ronnie's House for Hope. Students drawing on a pillowcase were told to draw what they felt. Some drew flowers, while others wrote about their loss. Counselors say the support group is already helping students inside the classroom.
This is to give them a platform to express, to feel, to heal. A lot of times families don't encourage that. And we've heard stories where teachers have told the counselors, oh my gosh, since group, this student has been a lot more active in class. They've spoken a lot more. Where grief can make them completely shut down.
One of the exercises was called a stone drop, allowing the students to express themselves in one of three ways. They could wish for something, they could remember someone, and they also can put a stone down to leave a painful memory behind. Someone who knows the effectiveness of this program all too well is the instructor herself, Catherine Williams. She lost her mother 3 years ago, and she says grief has no timetable.
Grief, losing my mom, kind of catapulted me into the work. Many people ask me, how do you talk about grief all week long? It's actually part of my healing journey, and they help me probably more than I think I help them.
Williams says the most important lesson she could ever teach these kids is that the strongest thing they could do is let out their emotions.
They have to know that it's normal. We feel just like they do. It's okay to cry. That's one of the biggest things we teach them. Strength is not in holding back your tears. Strength is actually in allowing your tears to flow.
And we thank Brett Rosen for that report. If you're still in the giving spirit tonight, local Palm Springs restaurant 849 is holding a wreath auction with the goal to raise funds for LGBTQ+ Center of the Desert and the Palm Springs Animal Shelter. There are two parts to the event, an online auction that you can access now through the Palm Springs Animal Shelter website and a live silent auction at 849 starting tonight at 5:30. There will be live music and food, and it's recommended you reserve your table ahead of time. That information is right here for you on your screen. Speaking of raising funds for a good cause, we here at NBC Palm Springs are teaming up with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter for the annual Tail-a-thon extravaganza. Next week, Thursday, December 11th, we'll be live at the shelter and the new Desert Wildlife Center from 4 in the afternoon until 7 at night, helping to raise funds for all the amazing services the shelter and center provide.
Your donations help to pay for the care of animals like Dusty, who came to us as a stray, and he had a lot of lumps on him and tumors that we had to remove. And so when you support the animal shelter, you're supporting specialized veterinary care like that for dogs like Dusty who are looking for a new home.
Again, that's next week, Thursday, December 11th, where we'll have 3 hours of heartwarming animal stories and behind-the-scenes look at what goes on at the shelter and center and provide real-time updates as the community comes together to raise funds for an amazing cause. Another great cause for animals that we've been talking about is the Animal Samaritans and REAP Foundation Be Strong for Animals Fund. We're happy to report this morning that the fundraiser, which ended yesterday, surpassed its $20,000 goal, raising over $31,000. We here at NBC Palm Springs are so happy the community came together to raise funds to help provide affordable care, spay and neuter to local folks in need. And we thank the REAP Foundation for their generous $10,000 match and all of you who donated to the cause. It's time now for Where in the Valley, where we show you a photo of the location somewhere in the Coachella Valley and you guess where it is. So let me show you that photo. Ooh, take a look at this pup. Do you know where this is? You'll have a little bit of time to think about it. We're going to reveal this location at the very end of our broadcast. And before you get there, I'll give you a small hint. Coming up on your morning news, Starkey Sowers with Clark's Nutrition stops by to talk about something really simple, soothing, and surprisingly powerful, herbal teas. Stay tuned for that. And later, on Tuesday, state and local authorities gathered to take the first step in what will become one of the area's largest affordable housing projects. NBC Palm Springs' Antonio Marquez will have that story for us. But first, we're going to head back outside, this time a live look from your Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. A little hazy out there this morning as we start our day. Jerry's going to break down your full 7-day weather forecast for you straight ahead.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by Clark's Nutrition Natural Foods Market. Live better, we can help.
Today we're diving into something simple, soothing, and surprisingly powerful: herbal teas. For centuries, cultures around the world have used herbal infusions as one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to bring beneficial plant compounds into the body. Joining us today to break it all down is Starkey Sowers from Clark's Nutrition. You've got perfect timing on this. I love teas for the winter.
Well, that's what I thought. This month we'll just do a bunch of winter wellness stuff as well.
That's great.
Right? But before I forget.
Yes, tell me.
We talked about the giveaways.
Yes, that's
right.
right.
I forgot to give away last week.
That's right.
So the first 3 people that come in the door and say that they saw the NNM segment.
The NMN segment last week, yes.
They get a free bottle of NNN.
Okay, great.
Right? So
this is like the powerful supplement that we talked about last week. If you're going to take an A supplement, this is
for aging.
For aging,
yes.
DNA repair, preventing Alzheimer's.
First 5 people that come in the door and say, I saw the segment on tea, get a free tea.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, whatever we've got in the tea bags.
Oh,
would be
fabulous.
Great. Rather
Wonderful.
in the boxes would be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
tell me about your favorite
we gotta have
teas.
some Christmas moments.
Yes.
Right? Well, what I thought I would do here is just kind of like bring out some favorite teas. But remember, every time that we drink teas, we taste. And those tastes that we actually get from the herbs themselves actually trigger responses in the body. So, ginger.
Ooh, I love. Is this from Yogi Tea?
This is a Yogi, and this is a stomach ease formula. So especially during this season, when we talk about digestion, ginger, peppermint, the stomach ease formula together, you know, those things not only soothe, but they also stimulate like blood circulation for the digestive system, and they also help with body producing digestive enzymes.
Ooh, that is so good.
So then this line's just fun. Okay.
The Numi teas.
Yeah, and they do have some like
What's
good
this one?
tasting. Ready for that? That's ribose.
Oh, so I call it rooibos. Is it right?
You and my wife say it the same way.
Really? Rooibos?
Everyone that comes in the door says ribose. So that's, I don't know if there's a perfect way to know it unless you went to Africa and found
I went
the
to
name.
Africa.
So you did?
I went to Africa and I bought a lot of this tea and brought it back with me because they broke down all the medicinal qualities of the tea. It doesn't have caffeine, which I love.
Antioxidants?
Yes,
Powerful
majorly. They
anti-aging.
use it in Africa as a massive antioxidant. And I thought, give that to me. I'll take it home with me.
I'll take the full dose, right?
Full dose, yes.
So let's see how this one stacks up, just curiously speaking.
So
it
great.
is good.
You know what I love? These teas, the chamomile, I don't really put like any sweeteners in there, but the rooibos tastes so good with little honeys, maybe a little cream.
There's a little bitterness to the ribose.
A little bitterness, but you can drink this without any sweetener at all, I find. But this was the replacement for black teas for me.
That's right.
So I got off caffeine entirely. This is still a favorite in my house.
It's amazing.
My daughter loves it. I love it. We drop this in water sometimes.
Little crystals. You drop them in water.
You drop them in water. It sweetens your tea, and you can also drop it in like a regular tea. So it's all natural sweetener.
And the vapors you get from it are crazy.
So
just
good.
Opens up the whole head.
I mean, This supports respiratory health. It's caffeine free. It's an herbal blend. You can have it on your own, its own.
Eucalyptus and peppermint explosion.
And sweetener too.
Yes.
And the sweetener is healthy for you.
Yeah, it's a honey sweetener.
It's a honey sweetener.
Yeah.
This stuff is the best.
It's like such an amazing
Sometimes my daughter will just drop a few crystals in her hand and pop them in her mouth and run out the door.
There are people that
and I'm
are
like,
known to have done it this way.
Exactly.
I can't remember who that guy was.
Oh, yeah, I bet. No, there we go. Now we know your secrets.
Yeah.
But this is great stuff. If you ever want a really great sweetener and maybe even just something to drop in some hot water with a little lemon. Oh, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
And don't forget the giveaways. So
5 T's.
Okay.
Okay, come in the door, 5 T's, 3 NMNs.
Okay, the first 3 for the MNN supplement, and then the first 5 gets a free tea at Clark's. Starkey, so good to see you.
Always a
Thanks for
pleasure.
all this wonderful tea tips to get some herbs into our body and keep us nice and healthy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Great to see you. We'll be right back.
NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter.
Again, we're waking up with a nice view on our Walter Clark 111 cam. Some colors on the horizon, but clear skies overhead. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Yesterday, we had numbers that were, a little bit above normal. 76 degrees the high in Palm Springs. 72 is our normal high, and we're going to be close to normal today. The numbers come down close to normal today and tomorrow with the front moving through the southwest. 58 degrees at Desert Hot Springs, 57,000 Palms, 51 at the airport at Palm Springs. Winds are basically Santa Ana right now, but not all that bad yet. They will pick up a little later on today. Strongest gust, Yucca Valley, 17 miles an hour coming out of the northeast. Radar, nothing happening here. We have clear skies over the Coachella Valley area, much of Southern California right now. You can see some snow with that front moving through the area, but basically over the mountain areas of Arizona, you can see up to Utah, but the heaviest stuff over Colorado. That's the unsettled weather of the day in the lower 48 right now, where they have winter storm advisories in many areas of Colorado and the mountains all the way down to parts of northern New Mexico. But a front moving through the area won't affect us all that much except for the winds coming out of the northeast later today. The GFS has a little bit of sprinkle action this morning around the coast, but the ensemble forecast says nothing for Southern California. All the action basically over the Four Corners states today. Now, as far as winds, they will be Santa Ana today, and they will be a little gusty around the Desert Hot Springs area. Mostly 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds this morning and afternoon. but maybe we'll see some low 30-mile-an-hour gusts there. But you can see north of I-10 around the foothills, we'll get some gusts too. That's where the strongest winds are. And downslope winds into the Coachella Valley from the Little San Bernardino Mountains will dry us out even more. A lot of middle 70s today, 50s for the most part tonight, although 40s for overnight lows in the southeast end of the valley. System exits the area, we dry out even more. Low 70s under mostly sunny skies. 72 degrees Thursday for Palm Springs. Palm Desert will basically be in the lower 70s both the next 2 afternoons. Surface moisture remains very dry over the next few days. Matter of fact, teens for relative humidity through Friday. And then we have some changes coming away next week. A ridge of high pressure begins to build over the southwest, and we move about 10 degrees above normal. Low to maybe middle 80s on Tuesday of next week. 84 degrees in Palm Springs. 80 at Indio. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, lower 70s today. Gusty Santa Ana winds for the wind-prone areas this afternoon. Tomorrow, yeah, we'll see some clouds, but mostly sunny skies, 72. Filtered sunshine on Saturday, 74. Hashtag Holiday Calendar and Pop Quiz brought to you by One Coachella Valley. And we're going to explore the calendar, see what's going on, some of the holidays you may not be aware of that are happening today. My job to pass them on to you. Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, it's National Green Bean Casserole Day.
Oh, goodness.
You like that? Do you make it? Anybody?
I would eat it, but I don't make it. It looks delicious, though.
Yeah, green beans and crispy stuff on the top there.
Yum.
Yeah, no idea how it's made, but it's a popular side dish, so I hear, especially around the holidays. It's a casserole created in 1955 by Dory Riley of the Campbell Soup Company. There you go, a little trivia. Also, National Let's Hug Day. Yes.
Aww.
Yeah, I think you maybe want to ask permission if you're coming up with somebody that you really don't know, right?
Oh, look at
but
those
isn't that
cuties.
cute? Yes.
Oh,
there we go.
Yay.
You know what's also permissible these days? A virtual hug.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hug from a distance, right? Also, it's, well, what is it? It's National Cookie Day, today and tomorrow.
Ooh,
yeah.
I had some of those last night.
Yeah, do you bake cookies?
I do bake cookies, but these were Tate's cookies. Couldn't resist.
Isn't that a real estate trick?
What? To give cookies at the
bake cookies in the house?
Oh, yes, I've done
and
that.
have them out for people who look at your house?
Yes, I've actually sold a house that way before.
Do the cookies
works.
come with the house? Deal! Okay, we have a cookie question today. By the way, this week we have just one question. It goes back to 2 questions next week.
Yay, can't wait.
Sharpen up here. Okay, regarding cookies. The Keebler Elves, which rank among the best-known characters from television commercials, were created in 1968 to sell cookies and crackers. The animated elves include Zoot, Buckets, Fast Eddie, Zach, and Elwood. But what is the name of the head elf of the Keebler clan?
Oh, goodness.
Everybody should know this, right? A, Ernie, B, Frank, or C, come on, computer. I hate to push it again because I think it's going to go to the answer. Let's wait a few seconds
I wouldn't
here.
mind. I wouldn't mind on this one.
There it is, Mortimer. Okay, so we got Ernie, Frank, and Mortimer.
Goodness. Well, first of all, I didn't even know they were named, so there you have it. I'm going to say, oh, Jerry, this is so hard. Maybe Mortimer?
Mortimer? Okay, that sounds like maybe a
it's
good
like
answer,
an elf
right?
name.
Got,
A-A-C.
we got one of each here. Two A's,
You guys
though.
eat a
and
lot
the A's
of
are,
Keebler
yeah,
cookies.
Right. Ernie's, yes.
Yes, they do. Look at that.
They know
like,
they're Keebler
they
elves.
do.
Grab a cookie back in a
Good
bit.
job, guys.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back on this Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm Mary Strong. Jerry will join us from the Weather Center in just a bit, but first a look at some of the stories making headlines at this hour. Panda Express will pay more than $1 million after a statewide investigation. It was led in part by the Riverside County District Attorney's Office. More than 500 California restaurant locations, including over 30 restaurant locations in Riverside County, were investigated. The lawsuit alleges that Panda Express was not properly training restaurant personnel in carbon dioxide handling. If not handled properly, carbon dioxide can leak unnoticed, which can result in serious health effects or even death. The judgment in the civil lawsuit was filed Tuesday in Riverside County Superior Court. The DA office says there will be civil penalties, supplemental environmental projects, and costs. Palm Desert Food and Wine has announced its 2026 Celebrity Chef lineup. The events will showcase Curtis Stone and Nancy Silverton, among others. They are also debuting the new Carte Blanche Grand Tasting Experience, which is a luxury tent offering with curated fine wines and elevated bites. Palm Desert Food and Wine runs March 19th through the 22nd on El Paseo. Tickets are now on sale for the event. For more information, you can go to NBCPalmSprings.com and click on our newsroom tab. State and local authorities gathered to take the first step in what will be one of the area's largest affordable housing projects. The groundbreaking ceremony was held Tuesday morning in the Genesis Point area of Palm Desert. Our NBC Palm Springs' Antonio Marquez was there and has details.
Pretty soon, this land will turn into 200 units of affordable housing for new residents of Palm Desert. Palm Villas and Millennium is the new project Dan Horn has been working on, and it will be built in 2 phases, covering more than 10 acres. The first phase includes 120 residential units, a manager's apartment, 5 3-story buildings, a community building. The second phase will add 119 additional units.
This project brings much needed affordable housing to the community, to the city of Palm Desert, for all of the Coachella Valley residents. It's curbing that much needed housing in California.
Several key figures participated in the event, including California Deputy State Treasurer Patrick Henning, District 47 Assembly Member Greg Wallace, District 4 Supervisor Manuel Perez, as well as representatives from the Riverside County Housing Authority and the Palm Desert City Council.
The number one issue facing Californians is affordability, and that's housing affordability and access to affordable home ownership. So when we can build projects like this here in our community, 240 units of affordable housing right here in the city of Palm Desert, that's transformative, not just for the state to meet our housing goals, but it's real people here in our community who are going to have the opportunity to live and work.
They need to build equity, and the way you build equity is through housing. And so hopefully through this effort, we're able to get people off to a great start.
Construction has already started, and Phase 1 will be completed by June of 2027. Antonio Marquez, NBC Palm Springs.
Well, a new Cal Matters investigation finds California's DUI laws may be failing to keep dangerous drivers off the road. It's a concern that hits home for Coachella Valley residents after a man was charged with murder for driving under the influence and killing 14-year-old Liam Cantu back in October. Arlandra Campos joins us live in studio with more on how the state's laws are implemented and what recent data shows about DUI repeat offenders. Arlandra?
The man accused of killing Liam Cantu was charged with murder, a rare but growing charge in DUI deaths. But according to a Cal Matters report, loopholes in the state's legal system are directly impacting communities and allowing repeat offenders to continue driving recklessly. According to the report, the state has seen an increase of over 50% of DUI roadway deaths in the past decade. And in California, a DUI remains a misdemeanor until the 4th DUI within a 10-year time span, unless the driver injures someone. A leniency in the legal system that differs from other states, such as Connecticut, where a second DUI within a 10-year time span can be considered a felony. Due to that 10-year threshold, drivers can receive multiple DUIs before facing felony charges and still continue driving. Now, according to recent data from the Office of Traffic Safety, 41% of convicted DUI drivers involved in fatal crashes had 1 DUI prior to their conviction, and 9% of those drivers had 2. Now, Riverside County has relied on a prosecution grant for more than a decade to ensure accountability and consistency in DUI conviction cases, a grant that funds a unit dedicated to care for these types of cases. Now, later today, we'll talk with county officials about the measures law enforcement is implementing to reduce DUI-related crashes in the county and maintain safer roads. And later this week, we'll hear from the Cantu family, who is advocating for stricter laws and punishments after losing their 14-year-old son to a drunk driver. Stay tuned for all of those details. Live in studio, I'm Arlandra Campos.
Thanks so much, Alondra. And last night, Indian Wells welcomed the holiday season with its annual tree lighting ceremony at City Hall. Families got to enjoy free hot cocoa, a meeting with Santa, and they watched a special musical performance by students from Gerald Ford Elementary School.
It's one of the great things that we do in the city. It's a holiday spirit. We love to be with our neighbors, and it's all about community.
In addition to all the fun, the city is collecting gifts through December 5th as part of its holiday toy drive. It's called Toys for Little Marines and Sailors. Donations will help brighten the holidays for children of active duty service members stationed at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms. Tonight, the city of Coachella will be having their annual Christmas tree lighting. The day will feature pictures with Santa and Mrs. Claus and special holiday treats for everyone to enjoy. It's at 5:30 in front of City Hall, and our NBC Palm Springs Pablo Alsina will be out there covering the event, so we'll bring you that coverage live tonight. In Palm Springs, the Friends of the Palm Springs Library will host their annual bazaar on Saturday. It gets started at the Wellwood Murray Memorial Library at 10 in the morning this Saturday, December 6th. They will offer a selection of over 75 assorted gift baskets for all ages for purchase, with the proceeds to benefit the Friends of the Palm Springs Library, who use the funds to support the library and its various needs. The baskets will have different themes, including home decor, cooking and baking, and toys and games, and a whole lot more. It all happens at Wellwood Library from 10 a.m. until 2 o'clock this Saturday. Also this Saturday on El Paseo, Santa is coming to town. The Gardens on El Paseo is hosting their Santa Magic 2025 event. It's slated for 9 o'clock in the morning on December 6th, with proceeds from the event going to Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Desert. You and your whole family can go to visit Santa and take pictures. There's all sorts of holiday fun as well, from bounce houses, games, and a magic show. It's all happening on the center lawn on El Paseo. The Palm Springs Tennis Club is teaming up with the Palm Springs Police Department to raise funds for the Shop with a Cop program. On Friday, December 12th, the club will host the police department with remarks from Chief Andy Mills and a canine demonstration for the public. The Shop with a Cop program gives underserved kids in the Valley holiday cheer by pairing them with a police officer who helps them shop for up to $200 in gifts. That starts at the club on Baristo Road at 11 in the morning next Friday, December 12th. You can learn more on how to donate by calling the number you see right here on your screen. It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. A mysterious vomiting disorder associated with chronic cannabis use has been formally recognized by global health officials as cases grow nationwide. The World Health Organization has added cannabis hyperemesis syndrome to its diagnostic manual. The condition affects long-term and daily marijuana users with stomach issues like severe nausea and vomiting, and in rare cases, seizures, kidney failure, and even death. With the formal recognition, doctors can now identify, track, and study it to get a better idea of how to treat the condition. The only known way to cure the syndrome is to stop smoking cannabis. Earlier, we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you that photo again and give you a hint before we reveal the location at the end of our broadcast. So let me show you that photo. And here's your hint. You can find this dog statue in Indio. Think about it. We'll tell you more about this location coming up later in our broadcast. Tonight, the Rockefeller tree lights up the New York City skyline. We've got all the festivities for you coming up. But first, let's head outside. Here's a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage once again. Jerry's going to break down your full AccuWeather forecast. That's straight ahead. After our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd, only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website.
Remember that snow, distant past? Well, basically it's being trampled at the tram. Trampled? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, you can see a little bit of white there, but no snow in our immediate future to add to that. Anyway, yesterday, slightly above normal numbers. Beautiful day, 76 degrees in Palm Springs, 72 typical high. This time of year, we'll be about that today. A lot of 50s in the Coachella Valley at this point in time, and the winds have picked up since last half hour. We had teens. Now we have 23-mile-an-hour gust at Thousand Palms, 20 at Yucca Valley. All part of the Santa Ana winds, which will kick up this morning into the afternoon. More on that coming up. As far as radar, quiet over the southwest. You got to look to Colorado. That's where the wicked weather is right now. Over the mountains there, quite a bit of snow. And you can see winter weather advisories all around the state there, extending into northern parts of New Mexico. But a trough of low pressure is moving through, so most of the convection close to the energy of that low pressure center. We get Santa Ana winds on the back end of that low, which will be a little gusty today, and temps kind of close to normal, low to maybe middle 70s. And the bulk of the precipitation, according to the ensemble forecast, stays to the northeast of us. Nothing for Southern California today. But winds will be an issue, especially around Desert Hot Springs. Mostly 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds this morning and afternoon, but we could get up to 30 in that area. And then, of course, San Gorgonio Pass and along and north of I-10, especially near the foothills, gusty winds today. Downslope winds with those Santa Ana winds will dry us out even more as you move into today. But this is the area which we'll expect strongest winds. 73 degrees for high today, under lots of sunshine in Palm Springs. 74 at Indio. Overnight lows, we could see some upper 40s tonight through tomorrow morning. 50s for the west end of the valley, 38 Joshua Tree, 46 at Cabazon. Santa Ana winds will back off tomorrow, but mild and dry. Low to middle 70s for the Coachella Valley. Again, 73 Thursday for Palm Springs, 73 at Palm Desert. And basically, we'll see some 70s again as we move into Friday. Surface moisture, dry, drier tomorrow. That'll be the case on Friday before they move up slightly, but still Saturday, dry air for the Coachella Valley. Okay, next week, we have a ridge of high pressure, which will nudge its way into the southwest, elevating those numbers about 10, 11, 12 degrees above normal. So 81 to 85, that's Tuesday of next week. And again, dry air will be with us. 84 degrees Tuesday of next week for Palm Springs, 83 at La Quinta. Okay, Comfort Air 7-day forecast. Immediate future today. Gusty Santa Ana winds for those wind-prone areas. Low 70s today. Tomorrow, little extra cloud cover, but still sunshine. 72 for Palm Springs, about the same on Friday.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just a
NBC Palm Springs Sports, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Well, your Coachella Valley Firebirds are back on home ice tonight. They'll go head-to-head against the Texas Stars. Puck drops at 6:30 tonight at Acrisure Arena. That game is a chance for redemption for the Birds. They lost their first game against the Stars on Saturday on home ice 3-5. Again, that rematch gets started at 6:30 tonight at Acrisure Arena. The Olympic torch relay in Italy is about to begin. After a 9-day-long Greek relay, the flame will be handed over in Athens to Italian Games organizers tomorrow before it travels to Italy for the start of a months-long domestic relay. A total of 10,001 torchbearers will carry the flame through 60 Italian cities and 300 towns before reaching Cortina on January 26th, exactly 70 years after the opening ceremony of the 1956 Games at the same venue. The journey will conclude in Milan, entering the San Siro Stadium on the evening of February 6th for the Games opening ceremony. The 2026 Winter Olympics will be co-hosted by Milan and Cortina from February 6th through February 22nd.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, after a loaded Thanksgiving Thursday on NBC last week, the network has a Wednesday filled with holiday specials tonight. That huge Christmas tree outside of the network's 30 Rock headquarters will be lit as part of Christmas in Rockefeller Center. And that's followed by Christmas in Nashville. Mark Barger has a preview for us.
With tonight's two holiday specials, NBC has one of the major sights of the season pretty well covered.
It's something that everybody looks forward to.
They've also got the sounds of the season.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I've always loved that song and I've always wanted to do it.
But unfortunately, TV comes up short on holiday tastes and smells.
The entire time I'm performing, I'm just thinking of the holiday food.
And the Warren Treaty will join in the abundant holiday spirit tonight that starts with Christmas in Rockefeller Center.
I don't think there's any place that is more festive and decorated better than New York City.
Reba McEntire will host the music event that leads to the lighting of a 75-foot spruce Christmas tree.
I always love watching this during Christmas time, so to be a part of it kind of feels like a dream.
The lighting will be followed by Trisha Yearwood hosting Christmas in Nashville.
And it's still, even though it's become a big city, it's still a small town.
Both shows will be jam-packed with star-studded holiday performances.
I love getting off the stage after you've done Christmas music and you can feel really good about yourself, you know.
Merry Christmas.
Putting your own spin on holiday classics is a challenge.
I'm going to give it my best go and hope that everybody enjoys.
New mom Lauren Elena is already enjoying the season more than ever.
Having a little baby to create the magic of the holiday for is just, it's amazing. I'm so excited.
And after working together on The Voice, Michael Bublé is primed for a duet with Carly Pearce.
She's become one of my great friends. Our voices are great together.
He's just such an iconic voice that I feel very, very lucky that I get to sing with.
One of the night's most anticipated moments could be in Nashville.
I wanna wish you
with Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers Band.
It's the holidays. You know, you look forward with it like, oh my God, I've got to be with all my crazy relatives, but it's going to be crazy fun. And it's going to be crazy fun for us.
Mark Barker, NBC Entertainment.
And here's a live look at Rockefeller Center. I can't wait to see this beauty lit up. The 75-foot-tall Norway spruce is from East Greenbush, New York. It was donated by the Russ family. It weighs approximately 11 tons and is decorated with over 50,000 LED lights and topped with a Swarovski crystal star. I've always wondered what happens after it's taken down. Well, I found out the tree will be milled into lumber for Habitat for Humanity. Such a great cause. Again, all the festivities get started tonight at 8 right here on NBC. Here's another gorgeous sight. This is a live look outside at your Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. We're going to be right back with a recap of your weather forecast and your top local stories. Stay right here.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across.
Here's a quick recap of your top local stories. A man accused of a DUI crash that killed a La Quinta teen is now facing murder charges. Jose Villegas Orbe of Palm Springs appeared in an Indio court on Tuesday, where his charges were upgraded from manslaughter to murder. Villegas Orbe is accused of driving under the influence and fatally hitting 14-year-old Liam Cantu back in October. And we're happy to report that the Be Strong for Animals fundraiser that ended yesterday surpassed its $20,000 goal, raising over $31,000. We here at NBC Palm Springs are so happy that the community came together to raise funds to help provide spay and neuter services to local residents in need. A big thank you to all of you who donated and to the REAP Foundation for providing a $10,000 match and inspiring the fund. It's time now to reveal our special location. Did you guess where this is, Jerry?
No. Oh, it's a dog park.
It is. It's Hjorth Park. You can find this fully equipped park right off Avenue 48 in Indio with a great playground and barbecue area. So beautiful. I have never been to that park. Have you?
Driven by it.
Have
Matter
you?
of fact, this morning I see the big dog.
Oh, that's
But never
so
saw it.
nice. That's so nice.
I don't have a dog.
And you don't?
No.
but all the reason to go to see all the other dogs in there. Sometimes I do that. How are we doing for the forecast here?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about something else there. Yeah, today we're going to see plenty of sunshine despite a front moving through the area. Winds will be a little gusty out of the northeast, low to maybe middle 70s today, normal numbers there. But winds will be an issue in certain areas like the foothills of the Little San Bernardino Mountains and Desert Hot Springs getting some of the highest gusts today. 73 is all you're going to get for high in Palm Springs. That's normal, though. 74 at Indio this afternoon. And basically more of the same the next 2 days, but with a little additional cloud cover. 80s next week.
Ooh, exciting. Thanks for joining us this morning. We've got more news coming up for you on your midday news at 11. We hope you go out and make it a great day today.